Oh man, a lot of people about to hate me for. They don't even know how to say this one, man. Like I was listening to this lady, right? And she's kind of just like she's going on and she's ranting. And she's just like, everybody's being lied to by the media. This is not about, black, all Black Lives Matter, all lives matter, this, that, and the third. And she starts like shelling out or like talking about a whole bunch of statistics. And I'm getting mad, you know what I mean? I'm kind of enraged because obviously the whole George Floyd situation, I'm pissed off. I'm like, what is she talking about? Like, you don't even know what you're talking about. And she like ranting on like, everybody's being lied to, this and that. And she's trying to, you know, I wouldn't say nullify, but she's kind of trying to take away from the whole George Floyd situation and the protest and the, people are, rioting and this and that, and she don't understand why they're tearing up and this and that. And she kind of going in, bro. So I get mad and I start like looking at statistics, like trying to prove her wrong, because she said something like more white people are actually being like killed by police, or you have like a higher chance if you're a Caucasian to be killed by police than if you're a black person to be killed by police. And I'm like, she don't know what she's talking about. And I'm going off. I'm like sharing her stuff, like kind of like about to go off on her, right? Man, I looked it up. Yo, what y'all think? I want to ask y'all this question. So I'm looking, it's like the Washington Post. They've got like a bunch of articles that's showing, and this is just the Washington Post before I go into the source. So they got like a bunch of like a post of like these researchers that did studies that show that like if you're a Caucasian male, you're like 2.5 times like more likely to get killed like during a police encounter than if you were a black man. And I'm like, they don't know what they talking about, this and that and the third. They like, nah. Man, I went on the FBI website. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of looking at all this and I'm trying to like get my statistics together because I kind of wanted to just go in on that lady. I was about to make a video and put it like on another channel and start a whole nother like political channel just talking about it. She's like an ultra conservative lady. Like, she annoying. Man, I started looking at the numbers, bro. I don't think she wrong, bro. Like, like the only reason why I'm coming on, I want to talk to y'all about this. We're being like, obviously the George Floyd situation, that's terrible. That happened to him, and we got to like go through all this. And, I'm out there like protest, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see like Misfit, like she was out there protesting. A lot of people are protesting like in the battle rap community. Sam, like she's, but it's a lot of people that are out there protesting. And I'm pissed. I'm, vehement, mad. Anytime I see any little thing, like I'm posting it. Like I'm mad. You are a Caucasian, like this, I'm about to get to a point. If you're a Caucasian male, you're 20, like with the math, you're like 25% more likely to get killed by the police than the African American male. But then I'm like, well, we only make up like 13% of the population, so when you really look at the numbers, like it's still kind of messed up and like fucked up or whatever. But then when you really look at it, like if you look at like crimes and shit, like I think we made up, like it was like 1 year, like close to like, I think it was like around like 40% of the crime, like murders and shit. I'm like, damn, and we 13% of the population. So I'm like, damn, we committing crime like motherfucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so maybe that's why that's just like that. You know what I'm saying? But the whole police like killing us, like fuck all this shit. Like, no, like they still killing us. Like they are. They treat us like shit, like when they pull us over. Like it is what it is. Like the cops are fucked up. I think what the media is trying to make it a black and white thing. They're trying to turn like the white communities against black people. They're trying to turn the black communities against like white people, and we get a situation like I'm starting to see it now. Like I'm kind of playing into it to where, obviously you got people of different demographics or people who are different nationalities that are looting and rioting and tearing up communities and this and that and the third. And we'll see videos of like white people taking bottles and like throwing it in the windows, or, taking bricks, throwing them in the windows and just like starting like some of it. You know what I mean? And I'm posting that and I'm like, all black people ain't doing this and we ain't starting this and this and that. But in my mind, I'm like forgetting that I just watched like 100 videos of people that look like me going into shoe stores and, you know what I'm saying, like looting and rioting, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, but no, we ain't doing all that. It's the white people doing it. But I'm like, damn, did I just get brainwashed? Like, we all doing it. Yo, we all out here looting. You know what I'm saying? We all doing it. And I'm thinking, like, this is what I'm thinking, right? They're trying to make it like a race war. The media, the left media and the right media. They're trying to make this like a race war. They're pinning us all against each other. When we should be thinking as white, you know, like if you're a white man or a black man or a Hispanic man, we should be thinking that the police are killing all of us. Like, so instead of like destroying our whole like community, we, you know, if you're gonna be doing that, or if you feel like you need to be, you know what I mean, like the attention needs to be directed to the problem, like to the source. I'm not trying to tell people to do that. I want to make that clear. But like how they went to I'm just using it as an example, how they went to the police precinct and they started messing cars up and stuff like that. You know, they directed it towards the source. You see what I'm saying? Instead of us going to like the Bronx and like tearing up, you know what I mean? Or like just different communities around it, we tearing up our own communities. And I'm looking at the left wing media and I'm kind of just like, what do they really want? And you're right wing too, but like, what does the left wing media really want? They want us all on like government assistance. You know what I'm saying? Like, or depending on them. You know, so if all of our resources, we didn't just tore it all up because of this race shit, you know what I'm saying? Like we trying to make more of, you know what I mean? Like this whole thing is just crazy, bro. I think the right and the left, I think they're lying about the statistics. That's what I think. And y'all gonna get mad. A lot of people gonna get mad just me saying that, bro. But somebody gotta say it. I think this is like some sort of situation where COVID didn't really dismantle things enough. And now this is like, we're going to take this situation that happened, which is bad, which we need to be rioting for that. You know what I'm saying? Like the George Floyd situation. And let's make a race war. That's what I feel, bro. And I feel like it's a lot of white people, like these black people, this and that. And then a lot black people like get mad at white people. We not even seeing like all the white people that are protesting, like in Nashville, there ain't nothing but white people out there protesting for George Floyd. And like Hispanics and stuff like that for George Floyd. In Paris, we seeing like they're protesting for George Floyd. But people are still putting up, like, they don't like white people when white people putting up shit about, like this, like, I think we all getting taken for a ride. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. I know y'all mad at me when somebody said late night game, said how many black people you know set fires, bruh. Have you been looking at these videos? Or am I the only person like looking at them? We all doing it. We all taking bottles and throwing them and taking bricks and throwing them, going in these. We all doing it. It ain't just white people trying to start it. Like, we all doing it. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just that comment alone, like, you really just forgot all the videos of us doing shit. Like, we are all doing it. Somebody said, you're exactly right. You said, Ken P, facts. They bombed the move. Somebody said London protesting too. London's protesting. Everybody's protesting. You know what I think it is? What I really think it is. First of all, people are pissed off because of C-19 situation. They're mad about it. You know what I mean? Like, people been cooped up in their house. They can't wait to riot. You know what I'm saying? For something. They're mad. People are unemployed. They don't have any money coming in. They've already, you know, had to deal with a bunch of new regulations and stuff like at work. You know, like everything's been like dismantled in their life. You know what I mean? So people are already like agitated to a point. Everybody's summer's ruined. Like people like ain't making the money that they used to make. It's all kind of stuff that's pissing people off. So people are mad at the government in general. The way they handle things, you know what I mean? Like the left, the right, the constant debate. Like people are just like pissed off. And I don't think people look at government as something we need anymore, you know. And I'm just being real. I'm not trying to be Alex Jones on here and nothing like that. I'm just saying, like, I think this is where people's mindset is. And then we're constantly on Facebook and we seeing like black people getting killed, you know what I'm saying? Or people getting killed by police. You know, we constantly seeing this police storming in everybody's like houses and doing whatever they want to do and violating everybody's civil rights and pulling people over and talking to people any kind of way. Like, we seeing all this. Then we seeing like somebody running from the police and they getting shot down. And then the George Floyd situation, where you cannot not see it. And y'all know how Facebook is. You know, they will pull down videos for less. But all of a sudden, like, they just letting all this stuff through. And they literally let you sit there and watch. When is the Facebook is literally sitting there letting you watch in 2020 people die? And then the George Floyd, like, so you sitting there as a human being and you getting infuriated, like, yo, like, what is this? And we all get to the point to where we just like, enough's enough, bro. Like, we ready to like go all in, you know. And then a couple people took some steps forward, showed like they was ready to go to war, and everybody just went all in. The media sees all, we can't control this because now they're coming for the quote unquote, the guardians of the establishment, right? The police. You know, so we going for them. Like, yo, like, nah, we ain't having it no more. In order to control this, you gotta think the media is like mad propaganda. They got us all thinking like, because of the George Floyd, which is a terrible situation, and I'm all for it, and I've been protesting for it. So it's like, they turn that into like a racial type, you know, it's racial. Like, obviously, if that was a white dude, they wouldn't have did that to him. But they're making it like white people against black people against white people. And then now, like, we taking videos of, like, we seeing white people looting, and we ain't doing all that. We still looting and shit, but they started. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all doing this shit. And we, like, not even looking at the fact, we just seen, like, wild people getting killed by police and shot up, like, all different races and nationalities. But, yeah, they do, like, with us, you know. But it's like, I feel like they trying to turn this into something that it's not meant to be, you know, and we got people that are just losing what they're supposed to be protesting for. And so now people are, we tearing up our own shit. Like, what are we doing? And now they've got a terrorist organization, like group thing, like, not group, but like a new classification for like domestic terrorism. So they got that now. And with that, they could use some terrorist, you know, prevention like laws and stuff like that to attack you and take your rights away from you. So it's like they're creating like more avenues and more ways to like take our rights from us. Now they can label this as kind of like a domestic like terrorism thing. People are destroying businesses and communities and threatening people's property, and, you know, and now this would give them the right to violate posse comitatus and just come in there and use like the military to kind of take control of everything. And we all sitting here going against each other. And that could completely take away from the fact that we was trying to get all 4 of these cops prosecuted and get some of these laws, I can't even say laws changed, but get some sort of self-defense. That's what people need to be advocating for. Like, yo, there needs to be some sort of self-defense to where if we see a police officer acting wild, you know what I mean, like about to kill somebody, like the George Floyd, we should be able to push them off of them or take control to stop that, you know, somebody from dying or something. Like, people are not thinking about, we need to try to like alter the way this whole establishment thing is, but instead they got us derailed, and all it takes is like a few fucking celebrities like to get in the mix. Yeah, y'all do that. Like, tear up, like, who cares? Like, you know what I mean? Like, And then everybody, yeah. And then you got Anonymous out here, which I kind of rock with Anonymous. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you got Anonymous out here. They're kind of like like egging it on. And I'm like, I'm looking at a lot of Anonymous posts. Y'all know who Anonymous is, like the Guy Fawkes mask dude that talks about the government and exposes the government. So I'm watching his posts, or he, she, whatever, sound like a dude, watching the post, and it's all like encouraging people to tear up. And I'm like, you just sitting behind the keyboard, bro. You know, these people are the protest. Like, this is what I want to say before I get to the comments. The protesters are the people that's probably in their mind, this needs to, for the most part, change. We have to start voting. We have to. Well, if you start doing all this looting and they catch you and charge you for a felony, you lose your right to vote. How the hell are you going to affect change? And then you get people that aren't even involved in it, so the police are looking for any reason to like arrest you, take away your rights, take away anything from you. You just standing there. Somebody's looting, you getting arrested for the looting. Now it's up to you to get an attorney to prove otherwise, and you going up against the state. So it's kind of, and now they might put your name in like a, what's it called? After whatever, like a database or something like that. Like, I'm thinking the left-wing media is tricking the hell out of us, bro. And I think the right-wing media is playing off of all this as well and encouraging the ultra-conservative. Now you see them like outside of their property with like AR-15s and like, come on, bro. Like M16s and AR-15s, like standing outside of your house, like kind of agitating, like wanting something to go down. And I'm kind of just like, yo, what is this? You know, I mean, you could say people defending their property, but what is that? We all need to be like in there, like marching, like at the, like the White House, the courts, the precincts, the everything. Like, we all need to be up there. Why are we tearing up our own shit? But, you know, people are fed up. They're like, yo, I'm not about to just keep peacefully protesting. And they threw a boulder at Martin Luther King's head. They killed him. They killed Malcolm X. Like, why am I going to peacefully protest? What's that going to do? So people are fed up. They're like, we just going to destroy things so that they can pay attention to us. But I think they want us to destroy things. I'm seeing police officers, bro. They're taking like breaching equipment and like breaching through stores so that they can say the Black Lives Matter movement broke into this store. I'm watching this, like, we literally watching it on Twitter. They said a revolution won't be televised. It is. We watching it. I'm watching police put bricks on the side of the road, knowing that we're going to grab them and throw them at the... I'm like, yo, what is going on here, bro? What is the agenda? I think and then when you look at the statistics versus what the media is trying to tell you, it ain't adding up, bro. It's one thing that I like and I love is math. And with the math, it ain't adding up. You know what I'm saying? It ain't adding up at all. I think that we are all being brainwashed right now, you know, and I don't want to know that, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us, we kind of like happy being mad, like, no, man. I'm mad about the George Floyd situation. I'm pissed off about that. I love that everybody came together, and all the states came together, different countries came together to protest against this. But I'm scared that everybody's about to lose the reason as to why they're protesting, doing all this extra shit. And now I'm watching people like on different social media platforms. You can see like people posting like screenshots of conversations that they having with friends. They just going to protest just because it's something to do to get out the house. And you got to think, I'm probably going to get in trouble for saying this. I don't care. You got to think Apple and Google, they're working together on like a program like on your phone that's going to be like wired into the phone to tell whether or not you around somebody that had COVID. What are they going to do with that data? Like the new phones are going to have it whether or not you want it or not, which Apple used to be sold for privacy, and now they sold for giving the government your information. You know what I mean? And this is supposed to protect you or let you know when you've been around or exposed to somebody that may have like COVID. Now everybody is out protesting around each other. A lot of people don't even have masks on. So you got this new program that's gonna come out when that new iPhone 12 comes out. It's gonna have it in it. The new Galaxies, all that's gonna have it in it, or the new Pixels, or whatever. It's gonna have it in it, and we all around like, yo, I don't know. Something ain't adding up. They took money ain't even the same no more. So everybody's job, like people are pissed. I get it. Everybody's jobs, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, if you're not an essential employee and you don't have like alternative based ways to make money, if you can't get it like that, whatever, because of where you live at or however, you just depending on your job, now you depending on the government. People couldn't wait for that $1,200 like stimulus check to come in. They're going crazy over it. And what is the Democratic, when I say this, I ain't Republican. But what does the Democrats want you to do? They want you to depend on the system. If we tearing up our communities, we tear up our jobs. More people on unemployment. More people in the long run are going to be compliant to what? Yo! I think I accidentally stepped out the Matrix, bro. I don't know what the hell went on. Maybe, I ate something. I don't know, bro. And then food is already scarce in some areas. You got 18-wheelers that, you know what I mean, truck driving companies, they're scared to go into certain areas now. So food is already scarce. And y'all, we burning down the damn grocery stores and shit. Like, what the fuck? What are we doing? The corner stores, tearing them up? Like, what? How you gonna get food? And y'all in New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are y'all gonna do? Or different place, like, it's wild. Now people got curfew. There's wild curfews. Like, we got lucky. Like, ours stopped like the other day. They stopped doing the curfew thing. But a lot of states, I'm not blind to other states and cities. A lot of people still have curfews. That's agitating people and pissing people off and making them want to revolt. They're getting arrested. It's cool we all out here rioting. I'm not going to tell people not to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do what you feel like you got to do. You don't think that shit going to affect you when it's time to get a job? You really think one of these employment companies is going to be like, looking at your record like vandalism? You ain't even vandalized. You just around this shit. And the cops is charging you with it. Vandalism. Breaking and entering. Okay. Disorderly conduct. Okay. Violating curfew. You want me to hire you? What? Yeah, but it was the George Floyd, you know what I mean? I understand that, ma'am, sir. But look at all this, look what they charged you with. I ain't telling nobody not to do, you know what I mean? I done did it, you know what I'm saying? Like, protest, do what you gotta do. Don't do something that's gonna get you into a situation to where you're gonna lose your right to vote. And this whole thing is about voting. We're so distracted with everything that's going. Look, bro, this is what I'm about to tell you. They about to bring the NBA back. Facts. This is why I'm saying this. They bring the NBA back. They know black people, the stereotypes: watermelon, fried chicken, basketball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they know. You know what I mean? Like, when the NBA hits, what you think they think? They're like, okay, Yeah, all right, they out of control. Hey, talk to the people at the NBA. We gonna get that back. They gonna go home and watch them games. You think they gonna miss LeBron? You think the NBA just came back out of no reason? Bruh. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. Don't get mad, Illuminati, Bill the Birds. I'm just saying. Something is up. Y'all better wake up, bro. Y'all better wake up, bro. I wish we could go live with people and like talk with people, bro. Like, I mean, I go live and see the comment. It's hard to see them when they're scrolling, but talk to people like on Instagram. Something is up, bro. Something is up. But I do know this: when the NBA hit and they start playing games, all this shit gonna die down. They know how to control. Like, I'm telling you, I ain't a big, huge NBA fan, but I see how people act when the, you know what I'm saying? But y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. But I do want to say this. Look at the statistics for police encounters. You will be amazed at what the lies we've been told from the left and the right. Well, mainly the left. And I ain't voting for nobody on the right. You know what I'm saying? But the left. Late years from now, you said too many influencers bought and paid for. You said I've been woke since '06. Somebody said exercise your Second Amendment right, your God-given right to defend yourself from threats, foreign and domestic, government and civilian. They've been chipping away at that for a while, bro. Somebody said PIPERBOY is called an ego death. Somebody got to get out of New York City. You said we need to run up in the State House on some Huey and Bobby. And I get it, man. Like, I'm mad too. Like, look, the lady that was in Central Park, I think that's what it was, and she like lied and she was on the phone talking about the guy was like threatening her and like all this. She need to go to jail. Like, we need to, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like you need to go to jail. You know what I mean? Like, people like her is the reason why Emmett Till ended up dead. Reason why they went in that house, pulled Emmett Till out, killed him, and then dumped him in the, you know what I'm saying? Because of people like her. And we see that all the time. You know what I mean? Like, so that is like inciting people more when you get dumb people like that. You know, so I get it. And then the police, but we got to look at this thing realistically. Me personally, I feel like this is a situation to where police are brutalizing Americans as a whole. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I think. You know what I mean? I think they are like disproportionately pulling us over and talking crazy to us and shit. Just in my life, I've experienced that. You know, but as far as like police killing people, the numbers don't look like what they telling us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't, bro. It look like you are 25% more likely to get murdered by a police officer if you are a white male. It does. You know, but, you know, we're 13% of the population, and to have high numbers like, you know, in police deaths and shit like that, it's fucked up. You know what I mean? And obviously we're being convicted, thrown in jail like crazy. But when you look at crime and shit, we got to take personal responsibility too. We commit a lot of crime, bro. I ain't just saying that. 13% of the population, you look at the murders. Like, damn, for 13%, we commit a lot. Like, we need to like chill out on that. We need to stop committing all these damn crimes. I don't know if it's like the culture or what is making us do this. We need to stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? And we need to start focusing on going back to school, becoming attorneys, becoming politicians, and changing some things. You know, just because you commit a crime don't mean like a police officer should be killing your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the problem. You know what I mean? Arrest somebody and put them in jail if that's the problem. If you're a Caucasian male, you're more likely to end up dead by a cop than an African-American male. That's just the facts. You know what I'm saying? So I think all of us need to just stick together and ride against the force. That's what we need to do. You know what I mean? Not trying to tear up our own community. At first, I was like Cardi B with it. I'm like, I don't care. I get it. We didn't had enough, like, you know what I mean? Like, I get it, and I still do, but we don't need to be in the, y'all don't need to be in the Bronx tearing down grocery stores, and come on, bro. Where you gonna get your food at? And you gotta think about the economics of the whole thing. Like, money is not the same as it was before. That's why so many people, like, out of work, unemployed, this and that. But think about the economic, like, look at, like, Liberty, like, just look, open your eyes. TV, we're being programmed, right? That's television program. You're being programmed. When y'all watch, I mean, I'm gonna tell you what it is. You know what I'm saying? When you watch battle rap, when you're looking at media, like, we telling you about what the fuck's going on, but this shit all programming, bro. So I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? It's all of it. It's programming. Anything in entertainment, we be in motherfucking program. But if you look at the economy, they know black influence is huge when it comes to money. That's why you got Allstate. You know what I'm saying? Like, the guy's black. Like, the dude that talks for Allstate. Now you got Liberty Mutual. They got black people doing shit. Now you got Tommy Hilfiger. He's got black people. Like, it's all about power and control and mind control, bro. And I think that the media has a strong hold on the mind control of the minority population. And I think that shit is scary as hell, bro. Facts. But that's just my thoughts. Y'all can hate me later. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to hate, go ahead. But we got to look at the statistical data. People can pick and choose any little thing they want to say out of that whole, like, I talked to y'all for 32 minutes. People going to look about anything and get mad. But look at the statistical data. We are being lied to. All of us are getting fucking killed and beat down by police, and you know what I mean? Yes. 13%, we seeing it all day long, like on Facebook. Fucking terrible. You know what I mean? Like, I get that. But we all are getting our ass whooped. And we all are getting killed. And Will Smith said it the best. He was just like, this is about racism, but he was like, racism, nothing really changed. We just seeing it now because of social media. Different angles. Nothing's changed. Now, because everybody's protesting and everybody's out there fighting against this, we are seeing white people being picked up and thrown and pushed into the curb and fucking drug around and beat the fuck up and shot with rubber bullets and all. Like, we seeing white people get this shit too. It's all of us. They doing this shit to all of us, bro. And now, because there's no filter, there's not a Facebook, or, you know, they just want to focus on black people getting it, you know what I'm saying? Or another social media just want to focus on black people getting it to incite whatever. Now we can see with everybody's cameras, because everybody can post on Twitter. You see white people getting it too, bro. You know what I'm saying? But y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. Somebody said PIPERBOY woke. He said this protest was a waste of time. I ain't gonna say that. Somebody said they've been studying us as slaves for 100 years. They know us very well. This is an experiment. It's called America. Damn. Somebody said Will Smith is bought and paid for. You know, I wouldn't say he's not. A lot of them are. Somebody said they know a lot of our people are emotional. Bro, I was just talking to somebody, bro, and I was just like, yo. I was like, yo, like, I think we being lied to. And he was like, what you mean we being? I'm like, yo, did you see the data, like the statistics? He's like, I don't give a fuck about those statistics. They like, what the fuck? Like, did you see what they? Yo, he was mad emotional. He didn't even want to look at the statistics. I didn't want to look at this. Like, when I seen her, what's her name? Candace Owens. When I seen Candace Owens going off, I was like, no, Candace Owens tripping. No, Candace, I'm about to go in. And I start looking it up. I'm like, yo. We being lied to. Somebody said, on average, only 1,000 people are killed by police. The majority of them are white. Yo, you know how much trouble I'm gonna get into for saying that? Like, not saying that, but you know, like pointing out the statistics. Like, they don't want people to know this shit. They do treat us crazy when we get pulled over. They treat us, you know what I'm saying? We see like people running, they getting shot and all that. But I was just looking, I think, was it 2018? It was like a unarmed, like, and I'm not saying like what happens to us is not like happening. Like, I'm not invalidating that. But it was like an unarmed, like, white dude that was like naked and running, and he got shot and killed by a black police officer. It didn't make the news. So I'm like, all this need to be making the news. You know what I mean? Like, we being lied to, bro. All of this needs to be making the news. Somebody said, but you got to think they control the. Somebody said you got to think they control the numbers, though. You could say that, but then you got to look. There's a ton of other websites. You can compare and kind. Like, when you got to do a report for school, let's say you're going to law school. We got already know. Like, when you're doing a report, you have to. You don't look at just one source. Like, you have to look at a number of different sources and you compare data, right? And then you like average it out to try to see like what is really like what it is. And then you got statistics at play. That's why you got your, you know, the calculator. You know what I'm saying? I can't even think of what the damn calculator is called. And you run the numbers, you figure it out. You know what I'm saying? You do mean, median, and all that. You figure it out. I think we are being lied to and manipulated, bro. They're trying to start a race war to diminish the whole point in the first place. Like, the people at the top, they already know how to control everybody. They already know. They know our weaknesses. They know what we hate. Racism. What this country was built off of. Racism. And then you got a lot of, and I'm not saying you got a lot of white people like, oh, well, why they rioting and burning stuff down? Well, do you not remember like how a lot of this stuff, like white people was burning stuff down and trying to get things going, you know what I'm saying? Like, what y'all, like, we all did it. Yo. Like, we all being brainwashed, bro. That's what I think is going on. Somebody hit me with a donation. I'm trying to look for that one. But we all being brainwashed, bro. Somebody said the government knows how to get a rise out of what makes the fall of a black man. And then somebody with a donation, Gutter Boy 85, he said police placing bricks in areas. Bro, I seen that, bro. That's the crazy part. I seen that, bro. And they're taking like breaching equipment and opening up buildings. And like, come on, bro. Y'all don't think after all this that like, cause what is like George Floyd's funeral is about to be big. Y'all thought Michael Jackson's funeral was big. Y'all thought Aretha Franklin's funeral was big. Y'all thought Nipsey Hussle's funeral was big. Nah. Y'all thought Aaliyah, B.I.G. Nah, bro. This funeral, Paris is protesting. You know what I'm saying? Like different. This is about to be huge. You know, and after all this is over and the smoke clears, because people going like, we mad, but the establishment, the upper elite, like they all know this is going to last but a season for them. And when this is all over, the police is going to go back. They're going to review all these tapes. They're going to start connecting the dots to who did what, where. You know, New York, like there's like cameras everywhere. You know what I mean? Like they're going to start figuring out who was who in different places. And all y'all going to magically start getting summonses to go to court. Vandalism. Property damage over $10,000. Felony. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you ain't gonna be able to vote. They're already not telling you that the polls is open for certain places to go vote. We so mad we ain't even paying attention. Like, go vote. Now. And then go back out and protest before you get your felony. Like, Like they not even they like they ain't even paying attention. Like the polls is open and all these states, like they ain't even paying attention. We on Instagram trying to see what rapper then post a black picture or then said something. Drake ain't said nothing yet. You know what I'm saying? What T.I. saying? What, like, we worried about the wrong thing, like trying to scroll and see what celebrities are saying. We need to be trying to vote. Voting don't matter. Come on, bro. We gotta wake up. Somebody said PIPERBOY is becoming conservative in front of our eyes. Congrats, my bro. Hell no, I ain't. Hell, I wouldn't vote for Trump to save my life. But I do want to say, I feel like we being lied to. Somebody said your country went to riot over a Freemason. Somebody said, listen to me. You said T.I. is Wakanda. You said, what's up, PIPERBOY? I'm from New York. Yeah, it's a rap. Somebody said, we real live toting out here in Maryland. Somebody said we fighting in London. You said the revolution won't be televised because it's not a real revolution. It's being orchestrated by the powers that be for their benefit. Bro, like I seen, like, mind you, when I say this, I was like in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like protesting and everything, bro. I go on TV to see Nashville's burning everything down and they going crazy, and it was just like it was an isolated, like small incident. You know what I mean? But it's kind of like they can take small things and blow it up. You know what I'm saying? Like I can take some. Y'all know how I do. So I'm looking online. I can take a small tweet and blow it up. Next thing you know, a league is like, yeah, we do gotta book that battle, and you know what I'm saying? Like I could do that. Just imagine something bigger. Like, yo. Something like that. Somebody said lamestream news. You said anyone knows what Ja Rule take is on all this. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I gotta go. You know what I mean? But I do want to say all of us are getting brutalized and beat up by police. We're all they're trying to silence us on certain platforms, but now that people have stepped up and called out the heads of certain platforms for trying to silence us, you know, now on different platforms, they're allowing us to speak our piece or allowing us to post certain things, you know. But at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying nothing about y'all, you two, but a lot of other people are complicit in hiding a lot of information that should be going to the people. Why don't, and you got to think about like an editor or a journalist, like my foster sister. She went to, I'm a foster kid, whatever, but she went to Chicago, and she went to some school to be like a journalist. So if you're a journalist, let's just say you're working at the New York Times and you got a story, you don't just post the story. You got to take it in, and they've got to go over the story and see whether or not this is going to be something that needs to go out. And you dealing with like a big, huge firm like that. Come on, bro. If they've got a democratic agenda, or if you go to like another one, they've got like a conservative agenda, that article that may be non-biased and tell you the truth about the statistics is not going to go out to the people. It's going to be stopped. Or they're going to say, this is a very nice article. Why don't you take this statistical data? Because that's not what we're trying to do right now. Because, you know, we believe that these police officers, you know what I mean? Like, so we don't want to do that. We're going to do that later. But right now, we're going to. Yo. And I do want to make it very clear. All of the police officers should have been charged close to what the same thing Schaefer, whatever his name is, got charged. Some kind of murder charge. If all four of them are complicit doing that, you don't charge the other three with some light charge. Charge them all the same, prosecute it the same. Why? You don't want to do that because it's going to cost too much prosecution time or dollars? Y'all would rather mace us all, beat us all up, hit us all with rubber bullets, take all our rights away, put everybody that don't got nothing to do with nothing We might be out there protesting or whatever, but regular people ain't got nothing to do with it. They just trying to go back and forth to work. You know what I'm saying? To go home. Old people trying to go to the store. You know, they ain't got nothing. Now they got curfews and all. Yo, all because you don't want to prosecute for people like they should be prosecuted and admit that we've got a problem and that we need to change. First of all, who we're getting. And then another statistic that I read. I do want to talk about this. This was crazy. It says, like, in urban communities, the type of police officers that are in urban communities are less likely to engage in a like killing of a civilian in an urban community than in like was it like a suburban or like a, I think it was like a suburban, something like a suburban or something like that. Like they're less likely to kill you. Like if you're in a, if they're a police officer working in like a, like kind of like a ghetto, they was basically saying, because those police officers are more street smart and they know, you know what I mean? Like how to not like have to use like deadly force with certain people. And I'm like, no, because I didn't see it on Facebook. And then y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all fluffing the numbers, y'all lying. I don't know. I don't know what's real no more, bro. I don't know what's real no more. I think I've been lied to this whole time. I don't know what's real no more. Somebody said Freemasons have infiltrated law enforcement. You said Paris is out here. Somebody said, please watch that everyone and share. You said 50 in Ja Rule with fixes. You said St. Louis in here. Somebody said, PIPERBOY, you a real one. Keep it up. You said respect from Caribbean. Bro. And I ain't even want to, the last one I said, I ain't even want to say, y'all want me to make a video showing y'all this? Just the statistics, like just put out the video just showing y'all like everything. Y'all want me to do that? Because I'm like, it's hard to believe. But then it's like, if you put out the video, like y'all can just look it up. Why y'all talking to me right now? Look it up. But then if you put it out, people, they'll flip that. Like, oh, PIPERBOY Williams, he just don't believe in the whole George Floyd thing. He need to get out of battle rap. He's terrible. PIPERBOY's like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't, like, how can you even tell people the truth now? Everybody's emotional. I'm emotional over it. The George Floyd said, you watching somebody die, like, everybody's pissed off. You know, and I think white people, you know what I'm saying, and Hispanic people, and, you know what I'm saying, Asians and all these people, they are pissed off because they all, like, we all are getting brutalized by the police, bro. I think that's what it is. Disproportionately, technically, number-wise, 25% more likely to die, like in a police encounter, if you're a Caucasian male. That's crazy. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. But I'm all out on Twitter like, fuck all this. No, I didn't even know that. I'm blind, brainwashed by the left. You know what I'm saying? Like they want everybody to, be dependent on them. But just wait. We keep tearing up our communities and ain't no jobs. You can't go to work. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters? You gonna be calling that unemployment offers. You gonna be trying to get some food stamps. You gonna be trying to, you see what I'm saying? Get some sort of government assistance. Government don't, so the left, I don't like the right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm putting that clip, but the left stream media, they're gonna be like, nah, why y'all trying to stop this? Let them keep tearing up everything. Like, why y'all trying to stop it? And I'm sitting here like, yeah, why y'all trying to stop it? You know what I'm saying? And we not thinking like, yo, but they literally I can't take my daughter down the street because they down the street tearing up like Target, you know what I mean? Like, throwing bottles everywhere, and I can't, you seeing like vehicles trying to drive by and they dodging like bricks and, you know what I mean? I can't, but we can't stop it though. Yo, like we all like, yo, what the, and then after we get finished tearing everything up, we on the phone with the government like, wait a minute, we kind of need some food stamps. We kind of need some, you know what I mean, some assistance. Like, yo, and then we can't get a job because we got all these charges of vandalism we ain't even do. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to like just be looking in the store. Like you ain't even breaking to get in the store. You just looking in the store, just seeing what they doing. Like, damn, he just broke into that Rolex store. What are you doing? And you literally just looking. Next thing you know, you getting snatched up by police. Like, wait a minute, I'm just looking. All y'all turning into snitch nine. It was him. It wasn't me. It was turning to Adi Boom. It was him. I didn't know what the bumper clock. I was just using a Jamaican accent. And the police like, nah, you was standing right there. You getting charged with him. You go to court. Next thing you know, it's $75,000 in missing jewelry. Yo. You like, wait, they only took like 3 rollies. Like what? You don't know how much Rolexes cost? You know what I'm saying? You try to get an attorney, you can't afford an attorney because you can't go to work because of this whole COVID situation. So they give you a public defender. Public defender gonna tell you to cop out. Now you got a charge. Now you got a felony, and now you got to go to jail, or now you can't vote. Who you gonna call? You gonna be like, I need some food stamps. I can't get no job. They done ran my record at Target. You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, I don't think we really paying attention on what the hell's going on, but I'm about to get up out of here. So I said Ghostbusters. Yo. Wait, y'all trying to get y'all, everybody in college and finishing school and everybody got degrees, y'all trying to go to work, get a job, and they start looking. Wait a minute, Samantha. We was just looking at your record. It says that you was with Tyrone and Jerome and all kind of Rones, and y'all was in a jewelry store. What is this? Samantha on the phone, but I was just looking to see what they were doing, sir. And this, no, you was out there robbing with them. Click. Now Samantha got a record. Yo, I'm just being real. This ain't adding up, bro. I think we all need to just be a little bit more open-minded about everything. I feel like it's a situation where we all are getting brutalized, and we all need to come together and have a point to make. Not just having Killer Mike just get up there and talk and run his mouth, and all these people trying to get photo ops and Sue Surf doing like a, you know what I'm saying, about to battle luck, so we going out there doing like a photo op. We don't need all that. It's good, you know what I'm saying, but everybody trying to get a photo op, and Kaepernick, now he want to like do something and all. Like, look, who's the voice? What do we want? I'm going to tell y'all what we need. Maybe I need to go out there. We need, you know what I'm saying, like a right to defend ourselves against crazy cops. That's what we need. We need a self-defense law against cops when y'all get out of pockets. Jay said facts. What we out here for? Just to tear up? I'm about to quit. Look, I ain't about to go to law school. I'm about to quit. I ain't about to blog. I'm about to go work in construction. Right now, I'm gonna start a construction business because construction about to be booming. You know what I'm saying? Like construction, that's what we need to go. We all need to just start a construction business and start rebuilding New York and start going to California and start going to Seattle. We rebuilding everything. Nashville, we about to start rebuilding. That's what's gonna happen. We ain't gonna be able to get jobs no way. Everybody getting arrested. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to figure out what do we want? Have a plan. My sign out there just like inciting everybody. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. I really do. I'm mad. You know what I mean? Like none of this should be going on. Floyd should have never have lost his life. You know what I'm saying? None of that. But what are we here for? Not to just keep screaming, yeah, No justice, no peace. Fuck all that. Like, we need somebody like Martin Luther King was here for a reason. Regardless of the nonviolent, he said something. This is what we want. We want to use them same water fountains. We want to go to the same schools. We want to do this. We want to do that. We want to do that. Make it happen, bitch. Facts. Not just picketing and making colorful signs. And they don't want to hear that. Y'all already showed y'all got the Black Panther in y'all. You know what I mean? Like going out acting wild. Now this is what we want. If y'all want this to stop, we need self-defense laws against police. Facts. If I got two cops trying to beat me down and I ain't even do nothing, and you know what I mean? I got a right to swing back. You know what I'm saying? You know, like a self-defense of some kind. And we need Derek in jail. And we need the rest of the three in jail for serious charges, not something light. And that mayor had tricked me, man. Like the mayor tricked me. Because after they had charged Derek, I was just like, yeah, no slander of that mayor will be tolerated on my page. He doing the right thing. But then I'm like, wait a minute, there's three other cops. Why you ain't talk about them? All of them need to be charged. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we need to be smart. What do we want out of this? You can't just say no justice, no peace. Them cops don't care. They're still beating up. They're beating black people up. They're beating white people up. They're beating Amish people up. They're beating like everybody. They don't care. We all hating each other. I'm walking out the grocery store, everybody hitting their car alarm, the beeper, locking their doors. I'm thinking that the Transformers is out. I'm like, what is this? Now I'm being looked at as a huge threat. And I'm trying to get some ice cream. Click, 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 click. People driving some old cars, you don't even think they got alarms on them. Click, click, click. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? This lady had what was it? It was a Chevy Sonic. It was like a small little box car. And she hit the car, like, she looked back, she like, beep, beep, beep. I'm like, did she just beep, beep, beep me? Like, who is this? I'm like, maybe she seen something, and I look, and she gonna look back like, what the fuck my car up? I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you got a Chevy Sonic, calm down. But we all like turning against each other. And that's not what we should all be helping each other. Period. And oops, you know, you represent the battle rap community. Go out there and tell them. Oops, go out there and be like, yo, we need self-defense. Facts. Tell all your friends. I know you got friends. You got a blue check and everything. On Twitter, tell all your friends that you be talking to, oops, tag oops, and play a clip of this to oops, oops. Go out there and tell them we need some self-defense laws. Facts. You represent the battle rap community. You can do it. Tell them we need some self-defense laws. Go out there. You know what I mean? Like we do. But shout out to everybody in the battle rap community. Shout out to everybody in life. Shout out to you if you white, black, all y'all. I don't hate none of y'all. We all the same. We all going through this shit. Y'all had to see that. You know, that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, leave a scar on y'all. That's leaving a scar on us. You know, and y'all out there rioting in mass numbers because everybody is tired of this shit. We are. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out here. Come rate, subscribe, love it. And if y'all won't, because I can't monetize this, want to support your boy through Cash App. You know what I'm saying? At PIPERBOY Williams. Help a brother out. But y'all tell me what y'all think. down in the, cause you know they got a girl with a Sonic car thinking that I'm broken everything. Click, 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 click. So I need some Cash App. I said, but I'm out. Peace. Everybody stay safe, and think consciously. Also, make sure you vote. Look at when the voting polls open. Make sure you are registered to vote. Look at when the voting polls are open. Do not get in trouble, so you can't vote. Don't let the left-wing media, or the right-wing, mainstream, left-wing fake news on both sides trick us. Elizabeth Warren, Trump, Kemp, all of them. Obama, you know what you doing too. You ain't tricking me. Ain't you the one that made the NDAA, the National Defense Authorization Act, Bill HR 347? Ain't you the one that did that? The day before, what was it, Christmas? I think it was the 31st, January 31st, you did the NDAA. They can detain American citizens without habeas corpus. You did that. You ain't tricking me. And now we can be with the new Trump terrorist watchdog group they got. Now we can all be classified as like terrorists if you doing it. Man, come on, bro. Wake up. Come and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Peace.